Things to do before your first day of school. So let's move on to housing. Let's get into general school topics. Let's get into classes. And now we're finna get into the personal category. It's finna get deep, okay? Lock in with me. Y'all locked in? You promise? Okay, let's go.
These days, I'm letting God handle all things above.
Hey my babies, welcome back to another video. It's your girl, and in today's video, y'all, as y'all can see, I'm sitting down, which means it's about to get crucial. I'm doing a college freshman advice video. This was highly requested, and I'm not gonna waste no more of y'all's time. Let's get into it, the nitty gritty. I made a whole notes. I made it. But let's start off with our first category, which is pre-college. The things to do before your first day of school. First thing, visit your school. You don't know how many people that I met that told me, oh yeah, this is my first time here. They didn't come tour the college. They didn't come do nothing. Was walking around like a chicken with their head cut off when it came time to find your classes. That's another thing. Go to your classes before the first day. So when you are visiting your school, go look where your classes are. Find your schedule, find them classes, do it all, baby. Know where you going on the first day. Don't be that person that shows up 30 minutes late to class and then your professor be like, oh baby, we know what type of person she is or he is. We know how y'all get down. And y'all, I'm hungry, so I got me a little snack. Drink your water. Next thing, work as much as you can before you go to school. Save that graduation money. Save that money from your church. Go to work. Work them 8-hour shifts. Work them every day if you need to. Because, baby, you do not know what broke feels like until your refrigerator is empty and you don't got no money to buy no groceries. And if your peoples do got the bread to give it to you and they want to give it to you, love that for you. Love that, love that. My peoples is like that, thank God. It ain't no worse feeling than remembering when you had money and comparing it to the fact that you don't have it now. Please save that money. Next thing for pre-college, make that registry. Put that refrigerator, that MacBook, that iPad, that HP, that Microsoft foldable computer with the tablet and the keyboard built in. Put all of that on there. Somebody is going to get it. Amazon, Target, Walmart. Get them towels, get as much stuff as you can with somebody else's money rather than your own. But all that money that you would have saved, letting somebody else buy your towels in your refrigerator, is money in your pocket. Money in your mama's pockets. We didn't move through pre-college pretty fast. That should be stuff that's common sense, but y'all know common sense ain't common no more. So let's move on to housing. First thing on the list, do not overpack. I know you want to bring every pair of Jordans you own. I know you want to bring every pair of Crocs you own. I know you want to bring your whole Shein cart that's 31 pieces, 40 things. I know you want to bring your whole closet, your whole dresser. I know. But don't do it. Don't do it. You're not going to have enough closet space. You're not going to have enough dresser space. You're not going to have enough space. And if you do decide to make it all fit, remember that you got to take all that home. Plus the stuff that you buy while you at school. Move out was HE double hockey sticks. I would never want to do that move out process again. You never know how much stuff that you have until it's time to pack it small enough to fit in a rental car. Next, if possible, get a single room. Especially if you've never had to share a room ever in your life and you like having your own space, you like being able to come back to your room and not see somebody staring at you, get a single room. Organize. If you, oh my goodness, college rooms are like jail cells. If everything does not have a place and a certain place to be, it's gonna drive you crazy. It's gonna be stressful. Everything needs to have somewhere to go or your room will be a mess. Next thing. This is a hot take, but for me personally, real bowls and spoons and cups, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, because what you're gonna want to do is that bowl gonna be dirty from your ramen noodles and you're gonna try to go in the bathroom and rinse that bowl out. You want to wash dishes in the same place you wash your face and brush your teeth? I didn't think so. Just get you something that you could throw away. Yeah, so that's my hot take. Don't shoot me. Next, decorate it. Like, make it cozy. Your room is going to be your only place of peace. Well, it should be your only place of peace. I want you to be able to go into your rooms and feel like you at home. Because nothing is going to be as sacred and as sentimental as the home that you live in. The room that you sleep in when you're not in school. But even though you're not going to be able to have that amount of comfort, at least have enough that'll get you by every day. You know what I'm saying? All of my like bedding and decorations and all that, everything matched. Everything was between black, baby blue, and gray. When you give your room a theme, you give your room like personality. Aside from like your room having a theme and like your bedding and stuff, stay up to date on washing your clothes. What you should be washing your clothes once a week. There should be no reason why you have 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks of clothes building up. And also with them sheets, wash them sheets weekly. And if you can't do it weekly, at least wash your sheets once or twice a month. Because dirty sheets and stuff, you get sick. Bacteria, you putting the bacteria from your body in your bed. And you sleeping on your pillowcase that you ain't washed in 6 months and wondering why your skin can't clear up. Wash that bedding. That gets into the next thing. Bring plenty of towels. You should have at least 6 towels. At least. Body towels and face towels. Rags. Plenty of them. You should not be switching between 1 or 2 towels. No. Snack break. Yeah. And aside from having enough towels, bring enough soap, deodorant, first aid kit, nail clippers. Get real close to hear me say this. My man just ticked me off. You gonna need them nail clippers. You gonna get a hangnail. Your acrylic is gonna break. It's gonna be lifting. You're gonna try to pull it off with your teeth and it's gonna hurt. You're gonna realize you're gonna have to clip the end of your nail so they don't rip your nail off. And what you gonna do if you don't have no nail clippers? If you put your mouth to a hangnail, there's a special place underneath the gel for you. You also gonna need the medicine of all the sorts. Cough syrup, cough drops, throat spray, nasal spray, Tums, Pepto, Benadryl, Aleve, Tylenol, whatever narcotic you take. You're gonna need it all because, baby, let me tell you something. The first semester, you're gonna be sick. You're gonna be sick. And you're not gonna know what it is. It's gonna be a campus-wide cough, sneeze, runny nose, everything. And if you go to school in some place like how I go to school, Arkansas, the weather, it's gonna kill you. It'll be 90 degrees Monday, 20 degrees Tuesday, snowing in March. You're gonna have it all. And if you don't have no medicine, go ahead and make sure your insurance covers you going to the hospital or urgent care in another state. And now that we finished with housing, let's get into general school topics. Firstly, common sense. I already mentioned this earlier, but go see where your classes are before the first day. I already talked to y'all about that. I said it twice, so there's no reason why y'all should be forgetting. Don't play with me. Next, this is something that I struggle with. I struggled with it my entire life, and it's probably not going to go away, but I at least want to put it out there to y'all. Is that try not to beat yourself up about your grades. And I know my babies personally are overachievers like myself. And to my babies personally, y'all can always call me and talk to me because I get it. I understand how stressful it is to study all day and night and constantly make yourself remember, force yourself to study and get a test and get a 70. Like, I know how it feels. The first time it happened to me, oh my God, I was in the closet crying. But at the end of the day, it's gonna get better. You still gonna be upset about a bad grade, but it's gonna get easier to not hang on to it. It's gonna be like, you know what, I did my best. And if my best equated to a 75, 78, 80 something, the only thing I can do is continue to do my best for the next test and hope that it's better. So I just want to pass it on to y'all. I understand. Talk to me. Even if you're not one of my babies personally, hit me up on the gram. I respond. I love when y'all talk to me on the gram. I love when y'all tell me, oh, I watched your video. I love it. Keep doing it. Next, school is not a fashion show, but look good, feel good, you know? And you know, because sometimes other people can tell that you look good and feel good, and then, you know, shh, not too much. Not too much. Next, join clubs. Personally, I was in Black Student Association and Sister to Sister. The events was fun. You meet people, you start talking more, but also I want y'all to have a hobby that's not school related. Like me, when school was getting too stressful and I wanted to get away from reality, baby, I picked up a book. I was reading like crazy. I was going through 4 or 5 books a month. Next, go to the school events, especially the football and basketball games. Get out, show some school spirit. You know, like, do what you gotta do. Get out. Being in your room is fun and all. Personally, I like being in the room. I like having peace. I don't like being bothered majority of the time. My social battery dies like this. But getting out every once in a while will be fun. You won't regret it. Next, set your timers on your laundry. It should be common sense. But there will be somebody in your dorm hall that put their clothes in a 30-minute washer and come down 2 hours later. There will be somebody that puts their clothes in an hour washer and they go out on a date and go eat and come back at 9-10 o'clock, let their clothes marinate while you sitting down there waiting for them to come get their stuff out that dryer. You may have to remove somebody's clothes from a washer and dryer, and if you do, that's all right. They got that it's never gonna happen to me mentality. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Because I promise, if you overstep in the laundry room, your clothes will be on that floor, your clothes will be stolen, etc. Set that 30-minute timer, set that hour timer, and go get your clothes. Next, let's get into classes. Turn them ears on if they're not on already, which they should be, because I'm dropping the sauce for y'all. I'm dropping the heat. Anybody else keeping it real like this for y'all? First thing for classes is don't overcompensate. As in, don't be focused on trying to graduate early to the point where you taking 8-9 classes and now you struggling. Use your first year to see how much you can handle, and use your sophomore, junior, senior year to start picking up. Let yourself get adjusted before you start thinking about the future. Another thing, hot take, sit in the front. Because, as a matter of fact, our next point goes with this. Sit in the front and make a relationship with your teacher. Make sure that your teachers know who you are. So when it comes down to curving that test, extra credit, all of that type, would you rather them pick the girl that's talked to them every day, all day, or pick you, the one that's sitting in the back of the class and don't raise their hand or talk to the teacher at all? Make them relationships, and especially because you don't need a recommendation letter. When it's time for you to get that internship, who you gonna ask for a recommendation letter if you don't make no relationships with your teachers? Not too much more. Next, if the notes, lectures are posted before class, look at them notes. Look at them. Write them down. Listen to that lecture. Use class time, especially if you are a STEM major. Listen to me. Use class time as a review. Come to that class already knowing something. So if you can, get a jump. You want to be the one ahead of the curve. Your teachers will peep that. Little things like that will help aid your semester. Both of them, first and second. For real. Y'all don't want to hear me. Y'all just want to dance. Another hot take. 8 a.m.s are not terrible. I know you'd be like, oh my God, never take an 8 a.m. My first semester, I had an 8 a.m. and it was fine. Like, because one thing about me is that I can always get up early in the morning. If I have somewhere that I need to be in the morning, no matter what time I can go to sleep, I'm still going to get up. And then on top of that, you be finished with your day faster. Like your first semester, they like to put your classes back to back. So imagine you only got 3-4 classes. You done with your day by 12 p.m. Baby, you can get right back into bed and finish your sleep and wake up and still be tired enough later on in the day to go to sleep. Next, no classes after 5 p.m. Especially if you have an open campus. Anybody could walk up on your campus and you outside walking alone in the dark. No. Especially for my ladies. No. Next, check with your teachers before y'all buy them textbooks. Because their syllabus will tell you if you actually need that textbook or not. Books is $300 to $600 each. So do not spend that bread until you know for sure that you need that book. Next, you will not get through college if you don't like studying. Especially if you a STEM major, health professions, nursing. If you don't like studying, college is not for you. College really tests your ability to know what you're talking about. High school did not teach us how to study properly. So give this to you. Figure out the best what study method works for you, because baby, I promise the study method that you have now is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And the amount of time that you spend studying for high school gonna have to double or triple by the time your first test comes for college. Next. And now we're finna get into the personal category. It's finna get deep, okay? Lock in with me. Y'all locked in? You promise? Okay, let's go. First thing, get an iPad. Do I need to explain why? Get an iPad, get an Apple Pencil. Anyway, next. Especially if you're a nursing major or a health professional, get you an iPad. Not too much more on that. Get good with saying no and choosing yourself. College will present to you a lot of opportunities. And I know a lot of people always talk about the good ones, but there will be bad opportunities presented to you as well. If something makes you uncomfortable, if you feel like you second guessing your second nature, if you feel like you going against your morals, your religion, your respect, your personal beliefs, no. And don't ever feel bad about choosing yourself over something else. Next, trust that gut. Trust that gut. That goes back with my point that I just said. If something does not feel right, don't do it. Because God will put people in your path to test your faith, test your discipline. If you do something and you feel like it's something that you shouldn't be doing, don't be surprised when it's time to reap the consequences. Ask God for clarity, and I promise he'll show you while walking away was your better decision. And that leads me to my next point. Form your relationship with God. College is hard. College is hard. I'm not saying that you can't do it, because I know y'all can do it. I know you can. But without God, you're going to need somebody to talk to. And everybody that you want to talk to may not have the capacity to understand what you need. The only person who knows what you need all day, every day, and is willing to drop everything to help you is God. If you're not locked in with God now, you going to need him. You going to need him, baby. Practice talking to him. Practice listening. You're going to need him. You're going to need him. You know, I'll have me a preaching moment every once in a while. Hold on to that. Next thing. Do not be afraid to lean on your parents. Now, I'm not saying, oh, mom, can you help me do this? Can you help me do that? Now, there are things that you need your parents to help you with. But, like, don't confuse that with having your parents make every single decision for you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about when you feel like giving up, when you feel stressed, when you feel anxiety. Talk to your parents. And I know some people get to college and be like, this is my time to be independent. I don't need nobody, especially now my people's da-da-da-da-da. Y'all think suffering alone is showing your parents that you don't need them. What? Next thing. Be prepared to do things alone. Be prepared to take that walk alone. Be okay with eating alone. Be okay with walking to class alone. Be okay with doing stuff by yourself. Next. Do not be in a rush to make friends. This may be a hot take. This may just be a me thing, but I just hate the people that's always up in somebody's face. Like, I hate the follower. The people that sit by themselves and be in their own world, them be the best people to be cool with. So just be mindful, be watchful of both kinds of people that you can run into. And this one is another hot take. Be prepared to lose your friends. And I'm talking about your long distance friends. I'm talking about the friends that they stayed home and went to school while you went to college. Or they went across the country and you stayed home. Or y'all both went opposite directions. Be prepared to fall out with your friends from high school. Like, being away from people really strains the relationship. But I went through it. My other baby, Aiden, was just talking to me like he went through it. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how people turn on you and flip and all that other stuff as soon as y'all are away from each other. Because it's easy to be a texting internet thug when you know, hey, can't nobody come back and do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? When you don't have to face that person in real life, you don't got to sit down and face to face and have a conversation. And even in college, the people that you meet the first week of school, you might not come out there into school with them. Some people are friends for the moment. Some people are there to occupy space, and when it's time, when God wants to remove them, when it's time for them to go, you hold the door for them. Because God removes people from your life because he's seen things, he's heard things that you haven't. So if he thinks that it's time for them to be up and out your life, you follow him. Next. And another friend topic. If you got a friend that's boy crazy, girl crazy, cut them off. You're gonna start attracting that same type of negative attention. Cause you ever heard that thing was like, oh, if your friend a hoe, what that make you? You wanna be asked that? That type of stuff brings negative energy on you, because now that person is steady talking to you about what they got going on. You don't want to hear about that stuff, especially if you're not into doing the same type of stuff. You don't want to hear that, because I think it's gross. You think it's gross. So cut them off. Boys too, if your homeboy steady just getting into anything, no matter what they look like, get off of them. Next, athletes, seniors, and Greek men are not serious about you. He date her, but want to mess with somebody else that she linked with. Like, he want to mess with, he date her, he want to date her bestie. He talking to her to get to her friend. Like, unless you willing to be played with, don't engage. Don't engage. Next, if you are in a relationship, listen to me real good when I say this. Hear every detail. If you are in a relationship that is not stable, do not bring that relationship into college, because it's not going to do nothing but take your focus off the main goal, which is getting your degree, because you going to be sitting up in the bed arguing when you got homework due. Long distance is hard, and doubts and reassurance will be prevalent. But if it's a continuous thing, if it's an argument over every little thing y'all got going on, cut it off. Cut it off, because your relationship was unstable before you went to school. Lock in. Next, college is another big high school, but with more free will. You're going to be amazed by how many stupid people made it into college. Move through college on your own account. Next, procrastinating is your enemy. Procrastinating is like cancer. Once you start, it doesn't stop. If you pick it between doing your paper that's due tonight and going to a party, I really hope that you make the right decision. Because parties is always going to be there. But you know what else is going to happen if you don't pass them classes? Guess what else is always going to be there? You. Get it done. Party after. Thank you. Next, this is very, 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 very important. Maintain a work-life balance. Like I just said, don't pick partying over working. But if you caught up in school and you like, man, I could, you know what? I want to love myself today. I want to do something nice for myself today. Do that. Don't let school consume you. Lock in with it for sure, but don't let it take over your life. I want y'all to know when it's okay to stop and take a break. Take a break, y'all. Love yourself most of all. Lock in with your grades. Keep your grades up. But also find time to wind down. Make yourself feel good. There is nothing wrong with recharging so you can show up as your best self. Next, now we finna get into parties. 4 things. Don't wear your good shoes or your good clothes to a party, because it's gonna be hot. Drunk folk are gonna be spilling drinks, dancing, partying hard. And say you wear your denim tears hoodie and throw up on your hoodie. Throw up on your shoes. Your off-white Jordans. Wear them beat up Forces. Wear them beat up Hirachis. Don't wear no sandals. Always wear tennis shoes. Second thing, keep that head on a swivel, okay? I'm talking about know your exits. Stay linked up with your sisters, your brothers, your besties. Because it be so much going on at parties, it's easy to miss something. Keep in mind, keep an eye on your pockets, your purse. Don't sit your purse down, don't sit your phone down. Don't put none in your pockets, nothing. Cause you, jumping around, somebody, bump into you, oh my bad, walk off, now your wallet, your phone, your lip gloss gone. Next thing, who you come with is who you leave with. I don't care if your homegirl met a boy, oh, I want to stay with him. No, you grab her by the hand, we're leaving. Get his Instagram, y'all figure out something else. No. Party people be drinking, minds be clouded. No. That should be common sense, but you will be surprised how many girls will leave their friends at the club, leave their friends at a party. We don't do that. We don't do that splitting up. We don't do that walking off. And we don't do that I'm leaving and you staying here. We don't do that. And lastly, this is so important for my girls especially. If you want to drink, watch that cup the entire time. watch who made it. If you didn't pour it, watch them open the bottle. Do it all. Do it all. And before you drink something, know what's in the drink. These Greeks like to have ape juice, centaur piss, dove juice, all of that. Don't let them hand you no cup and you don't know what type of alcohol is in that drink. Alcohol poisoning, grape, and sexual insubordination cases are so high. And it's high especially in freshman girls, because they know that a lot of freshman girls don't know no better. And that's nothing with the friends. If y'all drinking together, y'all absolutely can't split up, because they love preying on the drunkest friend because they know she's not going to put up no fight. But yes, y'all, that was all my topics. I hope y'all really heed this video, and I hope that I gave y'all really good big sisterly advice, because if I wasn't blessed to have a little sister, and that's completely fine, but y'all are my babies, so I have to, you know, turn on big sis mode for y'all and make sure that y'all hit everything. Because if I was told all the things that I just told y'all before school, baby, my first year of college would have went completely different. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share for your girl, because the bangers is coming back to back. Y'all know the bangers have indeed not been back to back recently, but y'all know that's just what I say. I'm manifesting. I'm manifesting. Let me manifest. Dang, y'all ain't have to clock me like that. Okay. But y'all know what I say at the end of all my videos. I love y'all, and be you, because if you don't, who else will? See y'all next video.